个手。
突然点了光明灯。
Start moving to the right.
Okay.
Find this. Shorts is not really vertical.
In the middle.
Middle.
我觉得太光。OK， 有什么需求吗
Okay.
要比个动作吗
？OK, here, please. 可以加动作没有问题，好不好？可以加动作好不好？因为我问稍微这么用。Yeah.
Freezing.
Keep man away.
Hello, everybody. Hey, all. Nice to see you all again. Hello. Hello. Great to be back in Taipei. So, how would you like to proceed? Is one person on the mic? Yes, there you are.
所以记者朋友没有问题。
我们进入主题啊。
我们今天其实是联访，然后就请大家先。
我们就是看谁有问题举手，好不好？不好意思。
就直接上了吧。
对啊。
好，谁有问题来 ？Box。
Hi, hello.
Hey, how are you?
I'm in from Box. Hello.
Nice to see you.
So I have a few questions to ask you about because last time you came to Taiwan is for almost 10 years ago.
Yes.
So I want to know that what's your impression of Taiwan?
We have many great memories. We spent a lot of time in the 90s in Taiwan, and specifically Taipei. And then we came back 2007, I think it was.
Yeah, 2007. 2008.
2008. And that was the last time we were here. But great memories. Actually, funny enough, we've always stayed in the region, and they've always been incredibly welcoming and warm, very comfortable here in the hotel. And it's a great city, great energy. Boyzone have always had great success in Taiwan, so it's nice to come back for this final show and perform for you guys here. Thank you.
Unfortunately, this is our first time to Taiwan without Stephen. Every other time in Taiwan we had Stephen with us. So it's actually over 10 years. Because Stephen will be dead on the 10th of October this year.
Okay.
Yeah. 上一次呢，他们来台湾是2008年的时候，然后他们一直对亚洲呢，特别是台湾有很美好的印象。然后每次来，他觉得这里的人跟食物都非常的好，所以他们其实那个印象对台湾印象非常的深刻，而且也是非常喜欢这里，所以每次来都觉得非常的有这个感情，这样子。可以吗？来。
我想要问一下，因为他们一起走过很美好的25年，然后 Steven 就是有中途没有不能再跟他们一起毕业，然后可以让他们聊一下这个心情吗
You guys have been together for 25 years, but unfortunately that Stephen left. So how do you cope with that ever since?
Well, like I said earlier, it's nearly 10 years now since Stephen passed, and every concert and every performance that Boyzone do together now, we always take a moment of the show to reflect and to remember and to celebrate Stephen's life. The four of us very much feel when we are together that Stephen is with us in spirit. His humour and you know, the certain jokes that Stephen would have in certain situations, we always remind each other of those moments when we are together. And it's quite bizarre, but we really do feel that when the four of us are together, that he is with us in spirit. And in our show tomorrow night, for those of you that are coming along to the show tomorrow night, you'll see the moment that we dedicate of the show to Stephen, and it's quite a special, beautiful moment.
其实 Steven 的离世对他们来讲一直都是不能接受的事情，所以他们在每一次的演唱会呢，都会有一段特别的时间去缅怀他，因为他对他们的整个人生是非常重要的。那 所以呢，即使像明天的演唱会呢，他们也会有一个特别的时间来缅怀 Steven。那对于他们来讲，其实这是一种很奇妙的感受。那可是就是生活还是要继续下去。那他们会永远怀念这个对他们非常重要的一个成员。
Hi, it's Becky from Apple Daily. Yeah, I've met you several times here in Taiwan, and I have great memories. But my question is that, why can't you just maybe step up and form a band called Boyzone and continue your journey together? And why do you want to split this time?
It's not whether that we can't continue called Boyzone or anything. It's just 25 years is an amazing achievement. It's a great milestone, and I think we as friends and as a band being together for so long have just decided that now is the time. We've had such a great time, such brilliant success all around the world, and we like to salute to that success. Is why we're saying thank you and good night.
And can I ask about other members' opinions about these questions?
Well, I think it's the same all across the board, really. We're very happy and very content with what we have achieved in the last almost 26 years now. We certainly didn't expect to have this much longevity in the industry when we began back in '93. So we've kind of covered all bases, really, and our lives, our personal lives and all have changed so much. We started out obviously just kind of 5 single guys, but now we have families and children and wives, all that kind of thing, so it's we live in different times now, so we just feel comfortable that now is the right time.
Okay, happy with that? I'm Kevin from United Daily. Okay, and which famous this time? Which famous location you want to go? Taiwan famous location, and which Taiwan famous food you want to try? Okay, thank you.
Well, we're looking forward to tonight. We've been invited out to a typical Taiwanese restaurant, I believe, tonight, and it's a stew, if I'm not mistaken, or hot pot, some Taiwanese hot pot, famous hot pot. Do you know what I'm talking about?
他们今天晚上要主办单位要请他们去吃麻辣火锅。So do you dare to try spicy food?
Yes,
it's very spicy.
Yeah, we're looking forward tonight to taste spicy. Your delicacies tonight, and try some good Taiwanese wine if you have any. Even if you have some French stuff over here.
台湾有名的酒类。
Food's on the way.
所以主办单位今天有让他们尝试一下台湾的一些料理。Going to let you try some of the Taiwanese cuisine.
I thought you just meant tonight.
It's actually very popular.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. This means we'll have an early night tonight now. We don't need to go out now. Wow.
The one on the right side is minced pork.
Yeah, here.
With some eggs.
Okay.
With some rice. It's a very famous dish.
I didn't expect this.
Okay.
I just ate before I came in here.
The one in the middle is called beef noodle. It's very, very popular food. You guys are very lucky. Are you hungry? Okay.
Hi, so this is actually one of our beloved Taiwanese dish, beef noodle, and this from region Taipei has actually won the 2012 International Beef Noodle Festival. Yes, this is the champion actually, and this is actually recommended by CNN as one of the best beef noodles in Taiwan. So this is really an East meets West dish. All the mushrooms are actually sauteed in butter before. Yeah, so please enjoy. And this is actually the braised pork sauce rice. And actually, because we have won the Braised Pork Sauce Festival as well, in 2018, we're actually nominated as one of the top 10 in Taiwan. So this is actually made from pork belly. And actually the sauce includes red scallion and also Shaoxing wine. Please enjoy. Let us know how it is. Thank you.
Open Diego boys, it's unbelievable. Yeah. Delicious. People would say delicious.
So you're trying to wrap this up, huh?
Do you guys enjoy it? It's typical Taiwanese cuisine. It's street food.
You're all wonderful chopstick users as well. So this is actually the region Taipei's VIP amenity, usually done as an in-room amenity. This is actually inspired by the Qing Dynasty Emperor's curio box, basically where he puts his toys and little things. So it's really beautiful in-room amenity filled with our local Taiwanese snacks. Please enjoy.
How about you those chopsticks now, huh?
Oh.
I go to save up.
Any favorites so far?
I have to try all of them.
Oh. That'll take some time.
Oh, yeah.
The noodle soup is amazing. It's really delicious. Thank you. Unbelievable. Thank you.
So we'll move the food away.
Wow.
Let's continue.
Well, yeah, otherwise we'll just keep eating.
Okay.
No,
you guys enjoy it,
otherwise
right?
we will.
So we can finish it later, yeah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Send this to my room, please. Thank you.
Okay. Look at boys. Oh, cool. Right. 谁有下一个问题吗？
Thank you.
Thank you. That was a treat.
Nice surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, really nice surprise.
I think you're all jealous watching this evening. Everybody wants to go home for their dinner now.
And hi, I'm Chris from Liberty Times. I had a follow-up question about the last question. It's about, actually you are the first boy group I ever liked in my whole life.
Thank you.
Thank you. And how do you prepare to saying goodbye to all your fans like me or like other people?
It's been a whole year of preparation.
Yeah.
Switch it off to the there you go. Hello. Sorry, there you go. It wasn't a decision that we came to lightly. We didn't realize that we were going to come to this decision. When we were starting off the ideas to record the final album, we were in discussions with a record company about songs for the album, and it was actually Shane that came up with the idea, because of the present times in the music business, that we should probably have an album that kind of caters for more than one genre of music, that caters for many genres of music, so that we can appeal to a whole new market. But also, because people don't listen to music anymore like they used to, people don't buy an album now and listen from song 1 to song 12. They kind of just stream or download or take whatever particular song they like from the album, and that's all they do. So we did this album in such a way that people could actually stream the various genres of songs depending on their own particular taste. So on this Thank You and Goodnight album, we managed to get some country music, some dance music, some kind of ragga music, if you can call it that. Huh? Urban pop music. We all chose 3 songs each for the album, and that was purposely done. But we were also thinking that, you know, when you're in a boy band back in the 90s, you expect to probably have a shelf life of maybe, if you're lucky, between 6 and possibly 10 years. If you look back at other boy bands over the years, even like the Beatles, they were only actually together for 6 years. So, you know, you'd never expect to still be together or performing and doing concerts 26 years later. So it was over the process of the 2 years of recording this album that we kind of felt the day will have to come when we stop doing what we do. Because we don't play musical instruments on stage, because our performance is vocal performance and less choreography now than we did back in the 90s, but nevertheless there is choreography there. We're not getting any younger, and we'd like to finish in this band the best version we possibly can of ourselves. And we feel with the music that we've just finished on this album is the best music that we've done. It's the best album that we've done. So to tour this album and to finish on a real big high, playing the big arenas around the UK, getting to travel around the world and come to places like Taipei and Taiwan, to say thank you to all of our fans for 25 great years, and to give them the best version of ourselves would be a good idea. So over the space of 2 years, that's a decision that we made. It's a decision that we haven't really had much time to ponder over this year, because we've been very, very busy touring all over the world, Australia, UK, New Zealand, all over Southeast Asia, Europe. But as it gets closer and closer to the last concert, which will be in London, I believe, in October, I think it will be a much more different time then. I think it will start to become a lot more real and a lot more emotional and a lot more upsetting maybe. We've been blown away by the support that we've had this year. You know, when you put tickets on sale in a band like we are, 25 years later, you can never be certain or sure, you know, that all the tickets are going to sell. And with the success we've had, especially in the UK tour this year, we've been really blown away. We've been really kind of taken back by the support that we have from our very loyal fans over the years. And we don't know if that's because people are afraid it is the last year and they want to make sure they see us, or whether they actually like us or not. But whatever, either way, it's been a very, very successful year. We've enjoyed it, we've embraced it. We're going to keep on going on that mentality. And come October, when we get closer to the very last gig, I'm sure emotions will get heightened and things might change a little bit. And at the moment, it's bittersweet. Coming to October, it might be a little bit more bitter than sweet. But it's been a great journey, and we're very, very grateful.
Okay.
Yeah. What he said.
Okay. Even you just talk about the Beatles, but I think you are the first ancestor or the first generation boy band in this world. So, do you have any suggestion for the boy band nowadays, or what do you think about the boy band nowadays, even Western or Eastern? Because we read a lot of story from newspapers, some drama. Yeah. So,
do you know, I think it's great that boy bands are still existing. I think there's something really fantastic and innocent about having boy bands, and it holds on to a certain amount of childhood and obviously good memories too. I think for the people in the bands, you know, the actual members, of course it could be difficult at times, but what an amazing world to live in. What amazing, you know, to grow up as a young boy, to dream to be a race car driver or a pop star, and to end up being in a band is incredible. So for all those One Directions and all the K-pop people out there and everything that's going on right now, you know, try and enjoy yourselves. Try and enjoy yourselves.
大概就是因为大家在小时候呢，其实就是会去崇拜偶像，那偶像会陪伴我们生活，然后其实一直会有偶像男孩这样子的团体出现，陪伴我们的成长。 那其实这本来就是一件美好的事情。然后刚才自由时报的记者，因为他们讲的太长了，其实主要的大概就是说，因为10月25号他们在伦敦会是他们的告别演唱会的最后一场。其实这整个过程看起来呢，对他们来讲，他们其实对于偶像团体呢，其实他们觉得偶像团体的生命周期大概就是6、7年。那没想到一晃就是25年，对他们来讲，其实这是一件不可思议的事情。那对于他们来讲，其实要告别这个事情呢，也不是一件容易做的决定。那其实也不可能去做一个这样的决定，其实就是一个很自然的一个过程。那他们刚刚有提到说，一个史上最有名的男孩乐团就是披头士，其实他们从成军一直到解散也是6年。好，所以他们回想起来呢，他们本来也没有预计说自己会有走过25个年头这么长，所以这整个就是一个很自然的一个过程。对，那时间即将到最后的10月25号，在伦敦的最后一场演唱会，对他们来讲是一件非常的不可思议的事情。然后他刚刚有提到说，其实对他们来讲，他们觉得现在的人好像都不听音乐了。这个我不知道大家有没有同感，我是也有同感啦。那大家的小孩现在大家都在串流，那不见得呢，他们辛苦做出来的专辑呢，从第1首到第12首，大家都会耐心的听完。可能大家串流就是听一下第1首、第2首，可能就不听了。那所以对他们来讲，这是他的最新专辑呢，其实是呕心沥血之作。所以他们尝试了把所有的，不管是乡村啊、民谣啊，或是各种音乐元素都放进了他的最新专辑里面。然后他们认为这是一张从成军25年以来最好的一张专辑，希望大家也可以去聆听一下。好。Mission Daily, no, I mean Apple Daily News.
Yep.
Hi.
Hi again.
It's me again. Okay, I think 25 years means a baby can be an adult, really. And I want to know that what is 25 years for you, that what you have learned from this journey for each of you. And after this tour, that can you tell us individually that what's your plan for your future? Thank you.
I think that's a very, very interesting question. What have we learned in the last 25, 26 years? Obviously there's way too much to go through in the time that we have available, but it was a very unusual way to grow up in the public eye and under the scrutiny of media as well. And also, myself and Keith in particular were the first to become fathers 23 years ago with my daughter Hannah and Keith's son Jay. So, you know, that was a real, I suppose, difficult learning curve
with us, so we don't get the opportunity to travel together. But yesterday we were traveling together, the 4 of us, and it was just like it was 25 years ago. We were joking and laughing and having the fun and reminiscing and saying silly, stupid things that we find funny and probably nobody else would. You know, I think a great way of actually judging the distance that we've come is actually when we are hanging out with our kids, or if our kids come to one of the bigger gigs in the UK. Like, our families tend to travel to the UK if we're playing the likes of the O2 or Wembley or one of the bigger venues, you know, and they all hang out backstage. The kids run around like they own the venue. You know, they have the laminate passes with AAA, access all areas, and they go down to the merchandising stand and they take all the clothes for free. You know, they don't pay for them, and they just all love hanging out together and having a good time. And like I say, they range in years from 2 to 23 years of age. And I think, like I said, that's the best way for us to judge the amount of time that we've been together, because none of them were born when we started, and now we're looking at grown men who are older, grown women who are older than we were when we started in this journey. That's quite a scary thought.
And just quickly to add to what Keith has just said, it's really wonderful not only that we have had the success that we have and still maintain, but it's a wonderful experience, particularly recently on our UK leg of the tour, when our younger children were along who didn't see Boyzone first time round, and to kind of witness it through their eyes, that they're looking at their dad on stage. We're all dads, like, but the kids were looking at us on stage with all these thousands of people around, and it's quite mesmerizing for them, you know. So I think, like, they do be proud of us, but we're also proud that we've been able to be this successful to allow our children to see us in this light.
所以其实对刚才那个子凡嘛，子凡问他们说，你的问题是说，这25年来他们学了什么？其实他们刚刚就说，25年来他们以兄弟之情一起度过了这所有的年轻的岁月。那其实他们也是跟正常人一样，就是有曾经疯狂过，所有该做的也都做了。那大家一起以兄弟般的感情一起来度过这个成长的岁月，其实是不容易的一件事情。然后刚才问到说接下来他们有什么计划？那其实成员们就是说，他们其实现在也想要开始过自己的人生因为已经在这个乐坛奋斗了这么久。然后其实该有的成就也都有了，那大家彼此度过了这么长的一段时间，如手足一般。那然后现在大家也都各自有子女，那所以其实他们现在呢，所有他们家的小孩呢，他们成员彼此的小孩其实都已经很熟了。那可是就是因为年龄有很大的落差，有的是2岁，有的是23岁。那可是大家都还是混在一起玩，就很好。就很可爱，很像一个 big family 大家庭一样。那从他们自己成员之间的感情，跟现在的彼此的小孩们，大家都相处得很和睦。那常常看到他们在巡演途中呢，小孩们就是拿了他们自己的周边商品，然后就是免费可以获得南海特区的周边商品，其实大家觉得很开心。好，所以接下来呢，他们就是虽然就是告别之后呢。他们还想要彼此还要再继续见面，然后继续走下去，然后过着彼此的人生，然后其实他们的感情是不会变的。好，那今天大概就是时间就联访的时间就到这里，然后我们最后是不是来补一下照片？Could you guys please stand up? Yeah. Right. 所以大家请 ，OK. Boyzone together. Could you guys wave to the media? Could I come to the show tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay. Thank you. 谢谢。所以。